So now we will implement sentiment analysis using neural network. So these are all basic inputs which we already are aware of, and we will read the data. The data file name is review.csv. So this data, in this particular data, we have reviews about different movies, and for every review, we have a sentiment value which is either 0 or 1. So 0 means negative sentiment and 1 is a positive sentiment. Now, before we continue with the neural network, before that, we would like to do some visualizations. So here we are using the word cloud. We are gathering all the positive reviews, okay, and then we are performing word cloud visualization on the positive reviews. So the kind of words that appear in the positive reviews, as you can see here, the word film, movie, good, great, wonderful. These are some of the words that appear, highly appear in the positive reviews. Similarly, we will see what are the words that highly appear on the negative reviews. So on the negative reviews, we have again movie, film, bad, one time, acting, and some of these words. Okay. Uh, Once the basic visualization is done, the next step would be to obviously split the data into feature and target. So the feature is the review and the target is the sentiment. And we will further split the data into train, test, uh, okay, train and test. Now, if you want, you can initially go for a machine learning approach. So for that, obviously, we will need TF-IDF and the count vectorizer. And the algorithm that we are using is the decision tree classifier. First of all, we will use the count vectorizer to convert the data into vectors. And then we will use the TF-IDF vectorizer to convert the data into vector. Then we'll create an object of decision tree classifier and we will fit the data. First of all, we will use the count vectorized data, and this is the classification report. As you can see, the scores are not really that good. So now we can also use the TF-IDF data, and after using the TF-IDF data again, you can see the scores are not really that great. So we can actually take the deep learning approach, and all these steps we have already learned earlier. So we are using the tokenizer object and calling fit on text function on the training data. So this is our vocabulary. We will get the vocabulary length. We have a length of 2486. Now we will take all these tokens, we'll take the unique ID and we'll put them back in a sequence. So this is the code for that, text to sequence. And after that, we will get all the document length. So the max length is 69. And we can also check the quantile value at 99%, so which is 45. That means 99% of the documents don't have a length more than 45. So we can consider 45 as the max length, and remaining 1% document will be sacrificed, but that is fine. After that, we will perform padding, that is the pad sequence, and the max length is 45. And now the same steps we will be performing on the testing data as well. But remember one thing, in the testing data, we will not call this function, that is fit on text. Why? Because we don't need new tokens. If there are new tokens, then that will create a conflict between the training and the testing data, and hence we will just utilize the current tokens that we have, and we will create test sequence using the current tokens. Now this is our neural network. Here we have the embedding layer where we are passing vocab length plus one because we have zeros. Input length will be the max length, which is 45. Mask 0 equal to true because we don't want there is no meaning for the 0. Okay, and we will run this network and let's see how much score we get. So again, very surprised to see that scores are not really that great. So we tried both machine learning as well as deep learning approach, and the scores are not really that great. Now that really means that we need to improvise our model. Okay, and for improvising our model, we'll see the concept of sequence models in the next chapter.